on YouTube, and let's go ahead and dive straight into it, guys. We have 140 people. Good morning in here. Jake, how you doing, my man? Welcome. Thank you for the likes. Welcome to the stream. All right, we are live on YouTube. If y'all are interested in actually learning in where I get my top stocks from, if you want to know where I get my watch list from, where I trade with my community, go to the link in my bio, check out Alpha Day Trading. I am affiliated with them, but I have used Alpha Day Trading literally every single day of my trading career. Actually, that's not true, because I did trade before I met them, but I've been using Alpha Day Trading for years now, and I absolutely love them. Josh is absolutely amazing, so definitely go check them out. All right, so we have BBAI. BBAI closed yesterday at 119. We're sitting at 158 at the moment. You can see how this is absolutely squeezing. We squeezed, now we're pulling back. We're kind of sitting. Awarded $14.8 million in U.S. Global Force, so that's good. They got a lot of they got a lot of money for BBAI. WINT, what's going on here? We had a nice spike, closed yesterday at 32, hit a high of 64. There is kind of a downtrend here. It's a little bit too steep for me to play, but I'm going to draw it just in case. Now what's going here? Trading higher if the company responded on its phase 2 study. So phase 2 study, that's going to be a key word. So phase 2 study is a key word and a hot topic for a press release. We also have SNTI. SNTI has a price target of $7. That doesn't really mean anything because we've seen price targets that high and it absolutely doesn't do anything in fades and falls for the rest of the day. But we are going to keep it on watch for SNTI because we are moving up and we do have volume. So under SNTI, AXLA. AXLA, I'm not a huge fan of. We do have this downtrend here. So if we do break that, I do expect us to squeeze back up to 230 on AXLA. AXLA. If we do squeeze up to 230, we could see that absolutely move. That's going to be over a 10% move if you can catch that, which would be absolutely amazing for the downtrend break for AXLA. AXL announced interim data for its phase 2B trial study. So that's another keyword, phase 2. We also have MOTS, which is the top stock to watch on the day. MOTS is currently up over 100%. Closed yesterday at 234 and is now sitting at 480. Right at VWAP here, if we crack VWAP, we are most likely going to come down to 4. If we hold VWAP, we're most likely going to squeeze over the high a day or the pre-market high at 514. So we have a couple stocks that we're going to watch, but let's go ahead and dive into it. Good morning, good morning. Thank you all for the likes. Let me know what stocks you guys are watching today, where you're from in the US or the world. If you're not in the US, let me know. Here we go. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I think what we could see is a nice washout to 450. Should maybe buy like 170 shares if we do get that push down to 150 or 450 at the washout, and then off the push of 150, I'd be looking for it to squeeze up to $5. So that would be ideally around $70, $80 trade if I can get that bounce off 450. If I can get that bounce off 450, which is a pretty far pullback or washout long to, just because that is like 20 cents away. But we'll see what happens with this candle and the next candle, because we only have 2 minutes left and we are getting a nice bounce. We could see a downtrend break for the squeeze up to 520 or the squeeze up to, again, what I think is going to happen today is we are going to see a break over the high of 514 very, very early into market open, and then we could most likely fade and fall for the rest of the day. That's what I want. SPX. Let's look at the SPX. We have 1 minute left. The SPY. What's going on? Good volume, gapping up. Like I was pretty confident that it was going to start moving up over the next few days. Now let's see if we can keep this momentum and continue pushing higher. We still have a gap to fill at like 337, so I wouldn't be surprised if we broke over yesterday's high and then started to pull back a little bit more just to fill that gap before we continue lower. We did get pretty good volume yesterday, so we'll see what happens. And a good sign was 2 days ago we crossed below the low here and then squeezed up and pulled below above, and then we opened a little higher, retested and crossed the open. Here we can see here and then had a nice move higher, and that you could have taken that long and caught maybe 5 points if you were looking to trade that, but that's not what I was looking for. So we have a MOTX right at the open. That's what I'm going to be watching. 15 seconds left. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to be looking to take 170 shares, looking for 20, 30, 40 cents here. So it is overextended, so you got to be very, very careful. You got to be very, very cautious. And we are live. Let's see this wash out to 450. Let's see this wash out to 450. We're not going to see the wash out to 450, but we could see the squeeze up to 5 here. I'm not going to take it at this time. You could have gotten it at 170 or at 470 for the washout, but again, I'm not taking it. So the market is live. Thank you for the follow. There was a bounce off 460. Let's see that 460, 450 bounce in the break of the downtrend. We're getting rejected off this downtrend. We have the 90 EMA on the 5 minute back down at 430. 20 EMA back down at 350 on the 5 minute. So let's see if we can get down. And that would have been a beautiful washout long off 450. I mean, not beautiful, but we'll see what happens. And it looks pretty snappy to the upside, which is what I like to see. So we'll see if that momentum can continue into this candle. Again, we're only 1 minute into the market, so you got to be very patient and careful here. I need to turn that down. There, sorry if on YouTube you could hear that. BBAI starting to get some action. Halt level up is $2. Halt level up is $2 from BBAI. Take around 500 shares, but I think MOTS is my top stock to watch right now. There's 450. Starting to get a bounce off 450. Watch out for the red to green move on 450 on MOTS. Watch out for the red to green move. Starting to get some volume off that area. I do think we're going to see this thing squeeze up to $5. So let's see if we can actually get some more signs that this is going to squeeze. We have BBAI giving everything back. BBAI gave everything back. So we also have SNTI. SNTI starting to move on up. But MOTS is my top stock to watch. There's that bounce. Let's see if 450 can hold here. We are below 450, but let's see if we can close above 450, which would be amazing. And that 5 minute candle is looking pretty bad. Very, very high volume. Expected right at market open. SNTI starting to rip on up. WINT jumping on off. We're seeing BBAI we pushed up, getting rejected, and now we're pushing up even higher. Or we'll see if we can actually break the high. MOTS down at 440, 446, 440 now. Let's see if we can start to get some action and see if this can actually start to break this trend line and eventually squeeze up to 550. So we'll see what happens. That's the plan, but BBAI about to break a new high. Watch the squeeze over the high and get rejected. We have very light volume. Watch the break over the high. We broke over the high. Watch it start to get rejected. You don't want to get caught in this move. If you see it pull back and close below these wicks, we're most likely going to pull back down to around 155. So ideally, we're going to see this candle close above 173. We're not flip bearish, and it's going to continue to come down, and it looks like this is going to be the highest volume on the day with a false breakout to the high, over the high. So that's not what we wanted to see. What about SNTI? SNTI is squeezing on up. MOTS is at 424. So this thing's continue to come on down, and that's where we know that people are going to be selling if it's gapping up over 100%. S&TI starting to rip on up here. So let's see if we can get a nice entry, maybe around 170. Around 170, that would be nice. I don't like BBAI, so. S&TI and MOTS are my top stocks to watch. S&TI getting fucking majorly rejected off there, so top stock to watch is now MOTS. SSNT halted, as well as THCH. So I'm not a huge fan of either of those. S&TI. Wait, THCH? That's a brand new IPO. I'm watching SHTH. It looks like it could do something here. So let's see. THCH. THCH. Oh, we're live. We opened up higher. And we're halted again. No, we're not. Wow, this thing can move quick. This thing moves quick. Very light volume. Keeping that on a back burner. I would say, is THCH. We halted down, but we did gap up, so that's telling me it looks like that there's possibly some buyers here. I don't know really what to make of this candle that my cursor is on with that high volume, so I'm going to be a little bit more patient here just to see. Don't want to get caught hot level up. I have no idea actually, so we're gonna have to rely on the level 2 to let us know. So it's actually, now we're starting to see some volume push us higher, which is what I like to see. Now I want to see a push back below into $6 so I can actually scale in for the push up to 7. ETXI starting to move on up. Try. There's that, we're at 630. To risk a little bit more than I would want. That's what I like, and it's gonna break. But I didn't get the entry. Let's see it. Oh man, spreads are pretty big. Spread is pretty big. And the times and sales are super slow too. The times and sales are super slow. There's 644. There, we're breaking higher. Pull back. I should have jumped in there, but I don't know why I didn't. Oh, I got in at 662. That was a terrible fill, but holy shit, this thing is already up. 695, I'll take that. I have 100 shares left. I'm in at 662. I have 100 shares left. I'm gonna go and sell more there, so just to take 50 shares into the hole. Take 50 shares into the hole. THCH. You know, on THCH. 6.62. And I'm in on the halt. Here we go. I like that. I like that. Woo! I have 50 shares left because I wanted to take my chances. This thing could gap up, absolutely amazing, or it could gap down. We have bids at 750. We have asks at 685. We're gonna see what happens here and see if we can actually get some more. MOTS has just been dumping on off. So since it has been, I haven't really been watching this. I think THCH has room. Although that was a fucking beautiful fill. I was pulling back. I wanted to get filled around 20 cents lower, or maybe around 15 cents lower. But I'm not gonna complain about that fill at all. That fill was nice. I have 50 shares left because I did not want to risk getting into a halt. This is a new IPO. There's no structure here. So I'm glad I did the right thing by selling most of it before the halt, selling 2/3. That was over 30 cents. 95, 695. Yeah, I sold both of these at the highest point right before the halt. People are trying to buy for the halt. That's one of the easiest points to get out. If it's halting up, you see those orders start to get filled. If you sell market, you're going to get filled almost instantaneously because of how many people are trying to get in for the halt. And that's why I was trying to sell. So what's happening here? We have THCH halted at 938.32. We're going to be live at 943.32. I believe. So let's see what we're going to be doing here. Now we have a bid at 820. If we gap up to 820, I'm selling everything immediately. Immediately, I'm selling everything. If we gap up over 8, which definitely I don't think will happen, but if we do, I'm selling everything. We gap up over 8. ATXI might be looking for a flag. I was really looking to get in at 626, but I got it on a great pullback. I do think we have room up to 8. We're going to see what happens right out of the gate from this. This halt level is going again at 10 to 3, 10:03.32 or 10:40. No, 9:43.32. Excuse me. All right, we have about a minute left. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm going to trade on THCH, 50 shares left. It's going to be unhalted here in 30 seconds. We should be live. I sold everything there just in case. Just in case. Nice $60 trade. I'll gladly take that. I got filled at 714. Not the best fill. Wanted to get filled at 750, 740, but I'll take that because that's what's going to happen. That's what happens. I'll take $60 on that trade. Let's see what happens here. I like that. That was a beautiful trade. So I'm gonna keep that. We're at 704, back above the halt level. Let's close above the halt level. Let's see what happens here. Hello, hello. What are you guys? What are you looking at right now? Right now, the market's slow. My watch list isn't really doing much. We are seeing THCH start to squeeze higher. Very light volume off this move here, so it's telling me that there's still some buyers here, kind of over controlling the sellers. But the buyers have very light volume, so this is telling me that this is a very weak trend to the upside. Even though we're going to continue to squeeze. You could have bought at 730, bought at 730 and see the squeeze higher, but we could have, but I did not want to take it. That 5-minute and 10-minute both looked very, very deceiving and not bullish. So I might be able to get a bounce off VWAP here for a small scalp up to 750. But I'm not going to take this just because now we are having increasing volume to the downside. Below $7 and woo! Oh my gosh, there was a 60 cent drop right there. Look at all those selling orders coming in. Holy shit, you had 1,000. If this closes above 7, we're gonna see a, oh, never mind. I was gonna say if it closed above 7, that's gonna be pretty good, but it's not going to, I don't think. It's just gonna continue breaking lower. But this thing moves. This thing likes to move. So let's see if we can find a bottom and eventually squeeze over that high. What about MOTS? MOTS is starting to look pretty bullish. You might have room back up to VWAP here. That's a very good volume candle. We definitely have room back up to 430, I would assume. Or at least back up to around, you could catch around 50 cents here. Your stops have to be below 350, so you're risking around 15-20 cents for the possibility to gain 30 at first target at $4. Go down. Let's see a nice push below this wick. 366. Oh, we're starting to push already. I should have got in around 364. Let's see another retest of this low around 360, and then if we see the buyers continue to step in, I'm going to look to catch this for a move back up to $4 on MOTS. THCH, I got out perfectly. It's now halted to the downside. SSNT is halted. Ugh. What about, no, I want an MOTS. SNTI looks pretty bullish as well as BBAI. So, but my focus is going on MOTS. Now we're starting to get some good volume. I think we have room back up into this expansion candle zone, at least at the 420, 414. Let's see another pullback into this area, and then nice. Let's see the sellers get rejected and hold, and the buyers are holding this area. That would be ideal. Very light volume over this candle. Thank you for the likes, AKRO. Not a huge fan on the daily, but it is kind of moving up. Overextended to the upside, very light volume on these candles. There's not really much market structure that's saying bullish, bearish. You really got to build your own plan. MOTS, there's 373 getting rejected off that high. Let's see if it can pull back and show us that the buyers are still in control. I would like to see this 5-minute candle close as a doji, have a nice washout down around 360, and then before squeezing up to $4. So let's see what happens here and see if the buyers are going to take control over the sellers here. THCH again is done for the day. I got what I could out of it. That was a beautiful trade. Now let's see MOTS hold 350. We're around 15 cents away. Let's see it hold 350. Room up to $4. First target over 4. We have room up to 420. ATXI is about to get halted to the downside, it looks like. Apple's still falling off a cliff. Now it's starting to do good. I want to see this candle close pretty high. I like that doji. Got in at 372. 372 is my entry. Let's see this thing squeeze over 380 and then room up to 4. Squeeze over 380, room to 4. I like that doji off a kind of inverse head and shoulders. We want to see the break over 380. Break over 380. My stops go to break even. Very light volume on this candle. Very light volume on this move lower. We have increasing volume on a doji candle in the 5-minute. Possible inverse head and shoulders pattern here. Let's see this start to squeeze. Let's see it squeeze up to $4. I think we could genuinely see MOTS squeeze up to 4. Very light volume on this candle. I want to see those buyers really start to take control here. I really want to see those buyers start to take control. Still very light volume, pushing down in this area. I want to see those buyers start to take control. We had very good volume on this candle, pushing down into this low. Now let's see if we can get a nice squeeze higher. No, we are not. There was a very light volume push lower, so let's see if this can get a nice soaker candle. If this is a nice soaker candle, I would be I would be confident that we are going to squeeze over 4. Or squeeze up to 4. Let's see, we got to see this candle close pretty close to the open. We want to see this be a soaker candle. We have 5 seconds left on this candle. Nope, it's closing pretty low. So very light volume. Let's see if we can get some action back up into this area. Let's see break over 372 and continue to hold and continue to see that buying pressure push us into this area. There it is. Don't want to see it get rejected hard, but we are getting some good volume. We are actually increasing volume, and we are only 20 seconds into this candle. So let's see if we can get some nice action over 372. If this candle doesn't start to break on out and continue to squeeze higher, I'm going to have to get out of this play, I would assume, and just cut the loss small. So let's see if we can get some action here. I do like this doji on the 5-minute. I want to see this 1-minute candle start to see that squeeze off this increasing volume push higher. It's not so much, it's not crazy volume, but I do think let's see, I want to see the buyers continue to push it. Now if we break over 374, I think my stop's gonna go break even or maybe below by a couple cents. We're at 370 right now. Let's see the buyers break this over 372. Let's see the buyers squeeze this over 372 and 375. If they can squeeze this over 375, we're gonna start that push up to $4. We are also off the 90 EMA on the 10-minute. There's 372. We want to see it start to squeeze here. Yep. Let's see. We have 10 seconds left on this candle. See it really start to squeeze here. Most likely we aren't. There's no buyers here. Break over this area, break over 372. Break over 372, my stop's going to 366. Break over 372, my stop's going at 366. We're right at the 50 SMA on the daily. Oh, not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see. But let's see if this can get a nice soaker candle. Ten seconds left on this candle. We got to see a lot of buying start to push this back up. And we're not seeing it. We're not seeing it. It was a little early on the entry. I might have to get out here, guys. We're not seeing that buying pressure. We're not seeing that buying pressure whatsoever. Very light volume on the 5-minute. The downside. I think we still have room higher. I genuinely do. Let's see this candle flip bullish and start to break over 372. Not a huge fan of it. I like the 5-minute. 5-minute candle is what I'm really, the 5-minute time frame is what I'm really trading. Let's see it break over 370 here. Let's see it break over 370. There it is, 372, 373. We really don't want to see this start to get rejected here. We want to see the buyers continue to push this on up. We're not seeing that volume really step in here. Let's see this continue to squeeze and continue to push higher. Now we're starting to see a little bit of volume. We have 8 seconds left on this candle. Let's see if the buyers can continue to squeeze us higher. I want to see it close above the 90 EMA. There it is. There's the close above the 90 EMA. Now let's see this thing squeeze up to 380. Oh yeah, we're getting rejected hard there. We're getting rejected hard there, but very light volume. Let's see if we can get this squeeze up to 390 and eventually even $4 on MOTS. I want over 380. I want to see a nice squeeze. I think we could see this up to 390 possibly. Break over 380, my stop's going to break even, and we're getting rejected pretty hard here. Let's see what happens on this candle. We have pretty heavy volume. Pretty good volume on that candle. We better start to see this thing squeeze. The buying pressure is just not there. Break over 375. Break up to 380. Very light volume. My stop is now at 369. Now let's see this volume continue to push us higher. Let's see it break 380. I want to see it squeeze over 380. My stop is at 369. I want to see it break over 380. A break over 380 would have me put my stops at break even. But we're not. It's going to stop me out here. It is going to stop me out here. Holy cow. Holy cow. That's why you have hard stops. I'm up 52.72 on the day. Oh my gosh. What in the world? MOTS done for. That is why you have stop losses in mind. That is exactly why you always have a hard stop and know where your stop loss is. I could have taken a much bigger loss. If I looked away for a second, 2 seconds, I could have been down another $50. Actually, I got in at 372. It pulled back to 330, so that's 40. I would have been down around $60, $60, $70. So that is why you always have your stops at break even. All right, thank y'all so much for stopping in. Let's actually update my P&L for the day. Sorry, on my P&L log. I got 52.72. So that was a beautiful trade. I'm up 9% on the month, which is awesome. The 9% on the month. My average winner this month is $50. My average loser is $35. I have a win rate of 58%. So 58% win ratio, not a lot, and I'm still up 9% this month, which is absolutely awesome. I love that. So beautiful, beautiful trade. So I was looking for that squeeze. I could have gotten out around $8 or so, but I wanted more. I wanted more. I wasn't buying this for 8 cents. I was buying this for the squeeze up to 4. But we were getting rejected, so I had my stops in the right place. This was a great day trading for me. Very well executed, and I will continue to do this tomorrow. I mean, Friday it's usually harder because of the lack of volume and the lack of press releases, but you know, it's a day that we could continue to squeeze and continue to get some movement. Yeah, MOTS I was trading that. So thank you all so much for stopping in today. I am actually done trading. Use my capital. I'm up $50. So pretty good day. I've been live for, I don't even know. I've been live for around 40 minutes. So I mean, I didn't really do much before this. So I'll definitely take $50 an hour. So thank y'all so much for stopping in. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. Same with YouTube. Thank y'all so much for stopping in. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.